This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, still any more definitions?
Unique address assigned to computer on the network.
Numerical label that is connected to the computer network.
So I'll ask few questions. So that means, for example, you are using two devices. One you are having a mobile phone and other you are having a MacBook or laptop. So both will have a same IP address?
No.
Oh,
One is for private and one is for public.
No. Each computer has unique means single number only. That is called as IP address, which cannot be repeated.
Exactly. No two devices will have a same. Can you tell me what is a NAT?
Sorry.
NAT.
If it's the same internet, then the IP address will be the same.
No.
No.
If there are more devices, but the internet is same. So for every internet, there is only one IP address.
Is it a physical address you're saying?
IP address is the same. Is a different number for each and every computer.
So why did they start implemented or start developed NAT? NAT. What is the full form of NAT?
Network.
It's like network address translation. I read on the internet, but I need to know more about it.
Okay. So any idea why NAT is developed?
Connect worldwide.
It's because like it's IP address is getting more and more year-wise. So to control those things, they develop NAT. If I'm saying in the right way, I don't know.
Yes. I'll discuss it
Because these are
shortly.
very
Yeah, what you said.
technical for me. This is very technical
it's
for me. So I keep
not
on
at all a
looking for
problem.
this, but still very confused.
Yeah, it's okay. I can understand. Not at all a problem. Even I learned many things with this 3 minutes video. Trust me.
And let me tell you one thing, Usha, when you send the link of this IP address, trust me, I saw this video like 5 to 6 times. And then I start understanding what is the meaning of all this. And then I Google some of the terms. So I want to share this thing with you that I'm very new to all this. And right now my learning pace is very slow, but I keep on trying.
Yes, that's really proud of you. Why I said, see the video, as soon as you open the video, it says just 3 minutes. Then you are like, it's okay, 3 minutes, I can go through later, just for 10 minutes of the class. But it's not like that.
But believe me, yes.
Yeah.
Because when you see the video and when you go for Google, so it's such an elaborate description of IP address that you really need 2 or 3 days for a student like me to understand everything. So yeah, there's so much to learn.
Yes.
And it's a big name.
So this is, see, whatever you are learning this complete IP address, you may not use daily, but to get, you should know what is an IP address at least, because in your organization, if your system is hacked, or, not just hacked, it's not working, or you are unable to install some software, then what the IT guy will ask is, you just share me your IP address. That is the first question he need from us. So how to check IP in your system is mandatory. That everyone should know. Only for that purpose, and to brush up few things, we just send a video. That's it. It's good to learn everything, but it's okay. If you don't understand, it's also okay. Anyways, we are going to clarify the doubts here. So what's an IP address, first of all? It's an IP address can be described. It is a unique address, as everyone said, because it is used to identify individual internet-enabled devices. Okay, whether I'm having a mobile phone, system, iPad. So these 3 are my individual devices, but these 3 has an internet. Okay, internet is in the sense, see, I use only one internet router. Okay, and I'm using the same internet for all the devices in my house, like TV, mobile system, everything. So that is different. Router is different. IP address is different. Each device has a unique address. Okay. The full form of IP is nothing but the Internet Protocol. Okay, just remember that.
Can you repeat it
Yeah.
again?
Okay. You mean the definition or an example?
Full form.
Okay, Internet Protocol. Internet Protocol. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. What is an Internet Protocol? So Internet Protocol is nothing but it's a series of guidelines. They'll be having a guidelines regulating how the data is exchanged between the local networks or internet-based devices. That is the main definition of it. Internet protocol is nothing but just it regulates how the data is exchanged from my system to I can send the data or I can get the data from one device to another device which is connected to internet locally. Okay.
So basically, this IP address is just a data which is used to exchange for a device to device, any kind of electronic device, right?
Yes, exactly. Okay, let me give you with an example. For example, we need to send message to computer outside of our network. Okay, so imagine, I'm just explaining you what is in the video exactly. Then later on we'll be going through in depth. For example, when you send a letter to your friend or someone, okay, what you are going to write, they'll be having a to address and from address, right? To is nothing but whose address we'll be writing here.
Friend's address.
Who's the one whom I'm going to send, for example, someone Wynisco. From is nothing but my address. Okay. So
We send
yeah,
it.
okay. So now what I'm doing is I'm sending a message here and I'll be expecting, I'm sending a message to the Wynisco and I'm expecting a reply. So that is what's going to happen to my computer right now. Okay. No computers are connected with the same IP address, same addresses. Like even though I'm using one router for all my devices, that means I'm using currently some broadband. And broadband I'll be using for all, I'm having 5 devices in my home, imagine. Then I'm using the same router to all my devices, but each device will have a different address. Okay.
Okay.
Let me show you command prompt. If your systems are on, you're just checking your systems also. Just type, either you can go with Windows R in your system, shortcut, or in the search bar, directly you can go with CMD, command prompt. So once you opened it, you can search with ipconfig. So this is the IP address of my system. So like that, you all guys will be having an individual IP address.
What command we need to press it?
Okay, I'll be writing it here. Open CMD.
Yeah.
Or in mouse, window plus R. Windows plus R. Shortcut. You'll be typing ipconfig. This is the command. ipconfig. So once you type that, you'll be getting your IP address, what is your subnet mask, default gateway, link local. These all are not actually necessary, but it's okay to know everything. But this is what the main thing, IP address. This will have, even though my system and the other devices also have starts with 192.168.0. Maximum, it will be similar. The last digits or some other digits will be a minor changes. That is how the local networks actually. That is when it comes to the NAT, you will be understanding why it is like that. So this is the IP address. You can find it here. Everyone can check in your local systems. Here IP address is nothing but it's basically 4 numbers separated by dots, right? Here 192 is one number, 168 is one number. So 4 numbers is separated by dots. Approx, as of now, why we introduced or why we developed NAT, because as of now there are as of now, yeah.
नहीं बिजी नहीं हूँ, मैं जस्ट चाय पी रही थी। अच्छे से। और
Hello.
शॉन का अच्छा था।
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hey, Usha, can you hear me?
Yes. I just want to keep in mute.
Okay.
So let's come back. So why the NAT? Why we develop a NAT? You all can see my screen, right?
Yes.
So there are 4
Yeah.
billion. If you see in video, you may remember the actual figure. So there are total 4,294,969,296 addresses are available currently. This means these many IP addresses are available to use on the internet. So everyone will have it out. So it starts with a 4 billion. So now as of now, 7 billion people. Okay, approx 3 to 4 billion people are connected to the internet, right? Many people are using internet. It's not just one device, trust me. Each and everyone may have 3 to 4 devices, including a laptop or tab or mobile phone, whatever it is connected. So each person is using multiple devices. So that means we are shortlisting our addresses, right? So that is the reason in 1990s, people already guessed this one. Okay, so that means if people are going to increase and people are using more and more devices, so that means our addresses are being limited. So then they developed network address translation. It's nothing but NAT. Say network address translation. Then they developed NAT. What is the use of this? Because now we can tell that approx 4 billion people are using internet. So we are having 4,200,000,000. Approx 4 billion people are using internet. So each may have 3 devices approx. If everyone is working women, then definitely they'll be handling a mobile. Along with the mobile, they'll be handling some system or laptop. So at least they'll be having 2 devices. And the home is connected to the TV or another phone. 3 devices. Let us assume 3 devices per person. Okay. So that means it's already getting shortlisted. So why they have implemented is, for example, imagine a postman, okay, is standing at your front door, okay, and as soon as what they'll be doing is they are not just looking at your house, they are looking at your devices connected in your house. For example, my home has 3 devices, okay, that means 3 addresses. So what I'm doing is me, my parents, okay, imagine. So that particular postman is taking, I'm going to give that postman one letter. Okay, one letter is nothing but one device letter, one address. And my mother is giving one address, one letter. And my father is giving one letter. So we 3 are giving to the postman 3 different letters. That means home has 3 addresses. Currently, I'm watching a Netflix and my father is checking an email and my mother is browsing a WhatsApp. Just imagine that. So what the postman will be doing, he will go back to the internet, okay, and that postman will be giving those letters to the internet and we'll be waiting for the reply. So again, he'll be taking the reply and that postman will come to us and give me the reply. So this is how net. So like this, my home itself, I'll be using 5 to 6 devices. Imagine everyone will use. So what NAT does is, my home is connected to one local network. That means all my devices, approx 6 to 8 devices, will be connected to one local network. So that means these all addresses again will be shifted to some other address called an IP address. So they have combined. So they are limiting the addresses. That means these all local networks are now formed one address. So this will be again unique in my laptop, or that will be different. So they have It collects multiple addresses from inside your network and present a single IP address pointing towards the internet to reduce the IP addresses we use. Understood? Why they develop a NAT is, instead of, see now if people started using, now all my devices like my mobile phone and my system, I'm not sure if anyone is having two laptops which is connected to the same internet, once you just check your IP addresses whether both are same or not. Okay. The NAT is used. Yes, tell me.
The IP address का है computer सा?
So Usha, we can say that NAT is a collection of like number of IP addresses.
Number of addresses. LAC is a collection of number of addresses which is connected to one local network.
So they would have the same IP address, right? Like.
Yes.
Okay.
So we collected many addresses, and see if I'm having an 8 devices connected with the same address.
192.168.
If my home connects 8 devices to one local network, okay, these all 8 devices are connected to one local network. That particular local network will have one unique IP address. That means here all 8 devices which is connected to a local network has only one IP address. Like that, we can reduce the usage. So that is why NAT got developed. Previously, we used to have each device which is connected has a different unique addresses. But now NAT, what he's doing is, which is connected to one single local network, is combined. For example, this particular has, for example, 1.0.1.1, 4-digit number. Always remember it has a 4-digit number, and which is separated by dots. This is one device, and the other will be 1.2, 1.0.1.3. So these three will have a unique IP address. So that is how, these all are my local network. This complete local network is changed to one single IP address. That is how it is developed. Got it? So that means it reduced. Let me be clear. If you're not understanding, is also okay. You just ask me. I'll try to explain in a more simple way. So if everyone, like my phone device has this IP address, then what the system or laptop I'm using, that may have another like 192.168.0.10. Again, my iPad may have 1.2. See, this means only in my home, I'm using 7 to 8 IP addresses, which is not fair. So that is the reason they have implemented a NAT. So they will have, now my device will have a different address, which is connected to just one single IP address. Am I clear?
So Usha, we can say that a NAT has done like the multiple IP address in one collective IP address, if I am understanding in a right way.
Yes. What you said is right. Absolutely right.
Okay.
So that is what. So it is implemented or developed at 1990s. Then itself they started implementing this all, because they have guessed, okay, people are increasing and many people are using a multiple devices, not just one. So that means we'll be in a shortlisted, because this is what the figure we are having currently. Once this is done, there are no more IP addresses. So that is the reason they have introduced a group of local networks they have connected, and they formed a single IP address. So, okay, that is what we discussed in the video. I mean, what I shared you. That is nothing but an IP address. Now we'll be learning few command prompts. I mean, like hands-on experience in this command prompt. So everyone know. So we are telling the computer, what is the command prompt is nothing but we are telling the computer what to do through the command prompt. Okay. That means you're giving the command. What I have given is ipconfig is nothing but a command to check my IP address. So I'm giving through the command. I'm giving the commands based on what I'm telling it to do. I'm asking my computer to just give me an IP address by giving a command. Okay. You all know ipconfig is nothing but we can check IP address and subnet mask is all. This is really very useful information. It may not make sense to us now because just knowing how to get into this and how to access is very important. Because if whoever want to access your machine, they'll only ask what is your IP address. They don't need any other information. They just need an IP address. Your IP address is done. So that is how. And we have one more IP config /all. If you are with your systems, you just try in your systems also. IP config /all. So that means it's not just your IP address. It gives each and every information what is available in your system. For example, if you are connected to the Bluetooth, that particular, if you're connected to some external devices, that particular address, and each and everything. See, media state, media is disconnected. And what is this media state? And there are many things will be there. Connection. See, what is my processor description? What is my physical address for that particular thing? And an IP address. So the complete whatever, and the Bluetooth device. So like that, all the kind of information which is connected to an system will be available here when you are giving a command called IP /all. Okay. I'm not sure I'll be right. Config space. This is the command to access each and everything. This is not mandatory because we never, if the IT guys who are working in the network side, so they should know each and everything, but it's okay. But just to know the basic knowledge, we are learning this all. Mostly it will be used for the IT network guys. Okay. So now what we are going to
Usha,
do? Yeah.
Hey Usha,
Yes,
what
tell
is
me.
this? Then I have saw on the screen this IPv4.
IPv4.
When you when you highlighted that thing na, before, while explaining about this IP address, it is written like
Yes.
IPv4. Because I read on the internet, it's the difference between IPv4 and IPv6. So can you
Yes.
please? Yeah.
Okay, you already gone through it, right? Come on, tell me. If anyone knows in the call also can explain. I'll be telling you. Can anyone knows what is an IPv4 and an IPv6 address? Actually, that comes under a different video for you guys. So for the first day itself, I don't want to rush into the depths. That comes the part 2 of this all. Okay, this is
Okay,
the part
that's
1
okay.
of IP and address.
Okay.
Yeah, and yes. Tell me.
But what is this V4? It's any full form for that thing?
Yeah, that also comes in the part. Anyone have an idea what is an IPv4 and IPv6?
It's a
like the
version.
version.
It's a version.
It's a version. Like IPv4 defines it's a 32-bit memory
Yeah,
access
32-bit
address.
address.
And IPv6 is 128
bits.
Perfect. Yeah, that is the only difference. IPv4 and IPv6 is nothing but it has the address size of an IP address. See here, you can see where is this IPv4? Internet Protocol version 4. Okay, this is the address size of it because IPv4 is nothing but it has only 32-bit data. Okay, whereas IPv6 it has 128-bit hexadecimal address. So that is just a space. It depends upon the space. For example, your hard disk consists of 32 GB and the 64 GB. That is the difference here. It is nothing but an address size of an IP address.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no. Okay, and so now we know how to check IP configurations in your systems and how to see more about the IP config. And now we need to learn pinging, P-I-N-G. Ping. What is a ping? Do anyone know what is a ping? Pinging or ping? Any idea? Okay, you can tell me in your own language.
With the ping, we can check if the server is responding or not.
Okay, can you tell me the command of it?
Ping and then host name, server name.
Perfect. Okay, any more definitions? It's not to be in the network side also. When you use a ping to another person, that is also okay with ping. When you are going to ping another one. So to
Is it
disturb
used
someone or
to
to
is it used to troubleshoot?
When you need to communicate,
yeah, it's not the troubleshoot one. If you want to communicate with another one, if I want to text to my friend, I'll be pinging him, right? So that is nothing but a ping in a normal definition. So in the server coming to the server
We
side,
need to write a IP address here.
it's not just an IP address. You can also give the server name or you can give the website URL thing, whatever you. For example, when you ping something, you're sending basically a protocol, okay, to whatever it is, and you need something in the reply. So that is what we'll be expecting, right? If you're going to send some message to one person, we'll be waiting for the reply. So that is how it works in the network on an internet. For example, ping I want google.com. Okay. See, it is pinging here. So this has happened. So minimum, this is the time, minimum 28 milliseconds, maximum 31 milliseconds, and average time is this. So packet sent equals to 4, received equals to 4, lost equals to 0. That means I can access this particular website in 28 milliseconds. So here, this particular ping, what it is telling these lines is, it sent 4 packets and received 4 packets of data. That means it pinged those many times. Like this particular command prompt IP address is connected to this www.google.com in 28 milliseconds. This is how it happens. For example, let's try with another website or any other IP address. For example, not sure whether we can change share an IP address or not. I'm just giving a random number. See that comes maybe someone's, see, destination host unreachable. This the IP address which I have given is a random thing. Maybe I'm not sure whether it is available or it's not. So it's not available. You can see here, right? There is a destination host unreachable. So that is ignore. I'm just giving the my IP address only. Let's check. 192.168. So this is my IP address. So minimum is 0 milliseconds, maximum is 0 milliseconds, because I want to check only mine. So it's not taking any time at all. It automatically got that. So that is how to know something. If you want to know anyone that IP address in your network or whether the internet is up and running, then we'll be using just ping IP address. Okay. Why we'll be using is everyone we are using an internet and we are going to step into an organization, right? So what we'll be doing, we'll be using this particular thing in lot of our organizations because everyone is currently working as a work from home. So what I need to do is I need to connect to my remote network, which is available in my office. So now everyone's job is remotely accessed, remotely controlled. So we use remote desktops to connect computers. That means if I want to connect the system which is in my office, I need to see, this is the remote desktop connection, and I need to enter the IP address of this particular thing to connect that particular system. So that is what we'll be using. So if I want to restart my system, which is in my office, okay, due to some issues or I just installed some new software. So my system, which is in office, which is approx 400 kilometers away from me or somewhere very far, or it's in the US, yes. So if I want to connect to that network, and if I want to restart that particular system, whether I'm not sure whether how much time it takes, that particular system, how much time it takes to restart, right? So for that, what I'll be doing is we can continuously ping the IP address. That means what it will be telling is, for example, ping IP address again 192.1. I'm just giving mine for sample. So what I'm doing is -t ping IP address, any IP address, whether it's your, as of now, that is not my office IP address. I don't remember that actually. So I'm just giving a random my IP address only and the space -t. What it does is this is gonna send a continuous ping. Just it keeps on pinging until I stop it. It's not just my IP address. You can give your website URL or a server address or IP address. You can give anything. This is gonna send a continuous ping to this whatever the computer name or website address until I stop. So when I restart the computer, we are keep getting replies that it may say that there is an like how we saw destination host not available. That means I have entered a dummy one. So I can see directly here instead of logging into my IP address and searching for that particular thing. Those all are secondary. The first thing what an IT guy will do is they'll just open a command prompt. They'll be entering the IP address here. So when we restart the computer, it will directly tell me at the beginning itself, this destination host is not available if that particular IP address is not working, or it can't be reached, or request timed out, or still it is going to restart. So here only I can see that commands. So let me stop here. To stop, we'll be using Control-C. Control-C from your keyboard. So here it says me destination host unreachable, right? If my office guys gave me some IP address, so instead of me going there and filling all the details and providing the IP address to connect, instead of this, whether I should know whether that system is up and running, whether the internet is available to that particular system. Once the internet is available, then only I can access that particular thing. If there is no internet, I can't access to any remote. So for that particular thing, before itself only we'll be checking it, whether the destination is available or internet is up and running or not. For that, we'll be using this ping IP address -t. This is the command. Am I clear?
For stop, what are you keys?
Control-C, Control+C to stop. This is the command. CTRL in your keyboard. So this is the command. See, always try to learn the shortcuts, okay? Because this really helps. We can't just, without shortcuts, trust me, we can't work. So try to learn all the shortcuts, like for the copy, Control-C, for the paste, Control-V, for to select all, Control-A. So like this, you just, when you're doing something in your system, you just keep on practicing the shortcuts. You try to use command, your keyboard, instead of going through these all. Shortcuts are really helpful because it makes life easier and it's very fast. So this is the part 1 of the command prompt. Interesting. So tomorrow we'll be going to discuss more about the IP command prompt. So now, any doubts? So, okay. Can anyone tell me what is the testing? Why testing? It's our last session, guys. I just want to brush up because I don't want you to leave the zone. So come on, anyone tell me what is the testing?
Testing is like to check the application or products that they are bug free or they don't have any problem in it, like they are improved now, ready to go.
Exactly. So any more definitions?
And it is
Find the defect and deliver the quality product to the customer.
Exactly.
check quality and performance of an application.
Okay. Still any more definitions?
To finding errors.
Yes.
The process of executing a program. Hello.
Yes, tell me. I'm just hearing. I'm listening to everyone. So what is the quality?
It's customer satisfaction.
Bug free.
Customer satisfaction at minimum cost.
At minimum cost.
Exactly. At a minimum cost. We all love that, right? Yeah, still. Okay, can you tell me what is a bug?
When the tester find any mismatch during
Bug is a defect.
No.
Developer makes it.
Mistake and QA
Communication.
rates that mistake.
Yes, exactly. That is our favorite part, because in an office, what is the QA job? To raise a bugs, right? So what actually happens in our organizations is they'll developer fix it and everything is done. And if the QA guy miss that particular thing to test it, trust me, that is really a help. And it is gone like that only to the production, to the deployment, everything is ready and it is up and running in the cloud. Then who comes? Who is the first one to blame?
Developer.
All.
No. QA.
the customer.
No,
No.
QA.
It's a QA. Customer, he can't do
Yes.
anything. Yeah, it's the QA who takes all the blame because I missed it. I missed that particular
QA has to
functionality.
test it.
Yeah. So when developer make mistakes while coding, then what is they hired us just to do that only, right? If you're not doing that also, then no point of hiring. So it's the blame to be taken to the QA, and the quality response is for everyone who is working under that team. It's not just a developer, it's not just a QA or it's a business analyst, or everyone takes part in the quality. Because that is equally shared. That means before giving us, what the developer has to do is they need to perform a unit testing in his local system. Once it is running accurately, then only he'll be, that is what the developer job only. Developer job is not just implementing the code, and when it is very tight schedule, if the release is tomorrow and if he need to fix it somehow by the end of the day, then only he can't perform those unit testings and everything. But when he is having the time, he need to perform a unit testing, then only he should share whatever the code he implemented, he need to pass to the queue. So that is how actual organization protocol works. Okay, so why should we do testing?
To check
deliver
whether
the quality product to the customer.
Okay, because the developer who implemented or who developed a software, he can't raise more bugs, right? Even though if I'm habituated of my company website, I just started QA testing like approx 100 times. What I'll be doing the 101 time, I'll be just skipping few steps because I'm so confident that there may be no bug. Why should I test that particular small feature? So that is how it happens to QA. What happens to developer? What I only developed this particular software, there will be no bug. That is his confidence. When I test the 100 times and the 101 time, that is what my confidence. If I'm giving that particular same website to some of you guys, you may raise 2 more new bugs because that particular website is very new to you, and you will be start testing with enthusiasm. I need to raise a bug. So that is the difference. Okay. So that is why we have implemented automation testing. Automation in the sense we can't skip anything. Once the code is written, we can't skip anything, right? It keeps on. If we there is a selenium.dev website, for example, any website. So I just automated this complete website. I have automated. So what I'll be doing is I'll just run every time. We'll be using some IDE. Slowly, I'll be telling you what is an IDE and everything. Don't worry about it. So what we'll be doing is I have written many test cases. Test cases in the sense, for example, verify whether user able to click on about button. Verify whether user able to. So I'll be differentiating each one scenario, each function, each button. I wrote into multiple test cases. So only one-time coding, I have written the test cases for each and everything which is available in the website, which I can do functionality or resolve. So what I'll be doing is these all test cases I'll be just running. So every time I'll be running the same test case. Same project. So like that, I don't skip anything. Every time it keeps on running, right? So that is the difference between a manual testing and an automation testing. Manual testing is nothing but we may skip few things in a manual testing. Because if I'm going to test this website approx for every 2 days, I don't keep on testing the same thing, right? I may miss any one functionality. So for that, to avoid that situations, we implemented an automation testing, and it is also really a time save. So now we are going to learn about components. I mean, tomorrow the video link which I'm going to share today is a components. So let me explain what is the components in a brief way. For example, components are nothing but here you can see many button actions, right? So these all are buttons. If I'm clicking on this particular documentation, I just clicked on new tab. That is the reason it went to the new tab. So this is one button. Wherever this mouse cursor is just an arrow mark, that means it's nothing. There is no action to be performed. If the arrow marks gives change it to the hand symbol, can you see my screen, right?
Yes.
Yeah. When this particular mouse cursor is changed to the hand, that means I can click on this action. So that means these all are buttons. Okay. Now this is a drop down. This is one component. This is a drop down, and this is a search bar, which I can search something which I can type. So this is a search bar, and there is no close symbol. It's okay. So like this, these all are complements. See, I close something here, and this is one kind of button, read more, and these all are again. So this is nothing but a components. Like we are having, this is just a basic, and this application is very small. So this is a basic. This is the URL for tomorrow. I'll be sharing you in WhatsApp. So see, this is have all the components list. Trust me, we don't use everything, but just to know what is what. If you want to know what is a list, so if you click on this particular list, they'll be providing you with examples. Don't worry about it. So this is a basic list. You can see inbox, drafts, trash, and spam. So this is a basic list. List is nothing but like, for example, you can see one after one. See, this is nothing but a list. So like that, you'll be having all examples. What is a tooltip? This is a tooltip. If you want to click on this, it will be deleting. You'll be having an icons, right? So that particular thing. So like that, you have each and everything. What is a checkbox? Everyone knows checkbox because we're authenticating something. So this is a checkbox, basic checkbox. So just go through the elements, go through the components, because this is really helpful while learning the coding. I mean, while learning the automation, or it's not just an automation, the manual testing also. If you want to raise, if in website, if there is some bug, even though I click on this search box, I'm unable to enter any text. So you need to raise a bug. So for that, you need to know what is this particular box, right? I can't enter text in text box. So then that particular developer may think, okay, it is related to some text box instead of search box. So you need to know what are the components available in our systems. This is a checkbox which we can enable. That means I can do some action. And these are disabled. That means I can't do any action in this. So like that, you'll be having each and everything. What is a button? Button group, autocomplete. Autocomplete is nothing but for few devices. See, it's already written movie here. That is an autocomplete. Already some data is available, but these all are autocompletes. Even though I click on this, it won't save for me. I can, whatever I want, I can enter. So that is autocomplete test. Already the text is there in that particular field. That is autocomplete text field. Like that, you just go through these all things. You just open and see, that's it. Trust me, each and everything is not necessary and not mandatory, because mostly we don't use anything. But just to know what are the components, at least the basic things, like we all know, autocomplete, button group, checkbox, these all are mandatory. Whatever the website we open, those are visible, right? Not only that, if you want to work on an automation coding, right? So you need to know what are the elements for this particular page. What I'm seeing here, like Selenium Dev or anything, the Google page. Just let's go with the beginning. If it is a Google page, if I want to check this particular text box, search box element, then what I'll be doing is I'll be just clicking on the search box and I'll click inspect. Okay, right click and I'm going to click on inspect. Let me keep it aside. See, now I can see the code of this thing, the website. See, that this is nothing but a HTML code. The combination of HTML and CSS is nothing but this beautiful website, right? HTML means the skeleton of the website. There is no beauty. If you want to add some beauty to the website, then the CSS takes part. That means this particular text should be this size and it should be aligned center, or this particular icon should be aligned right side corner, top right corner. So these are beautifully aligned with the help of CSS. The basic things which you can see is nothing but just a HTML. Okay. So this is the HTML code for this particular thing. So now I'm going to inspect this. So to create this text box, they have written this is the code. In the HTML basics, you'll be learning all those. Don't worry now. I'm just showing you. So see, this is a search box. So like that, to know whether it's a search box or it is a link, for example, I'm going to click on this Gmail. See here, you can see the link. So that means in the back end, you may not see in the front end, but in the back end, it is, as soon as I click on this Gmail, it is redirecting to this link, my gmail.com. See, you can see here the link, right? https mail google.com, as it's already signed up. So as soon as I click on this, it will navigate to my Gmail directly. So that is what the front end and the back end. Front end, you can't see anything. You can see just above, but the back end, the developer work is really tough. So he'll be giving all the links and everything, where it should to navigate, what it does. If I click on this, see the list got open. So these all are different components. So you just go through what are the components are available in any website. These are the basic components. And an avatar. See, these are avatars. We all know. Everyone know what are these, but you'll be getting with an example. So if I ask you tomorrow what is an avatar, you'll be remember, at least you may not remember this code. Trust me, you don't need this at all. At least you remember what is it, what is an avatar means, what is a table means. See, he's giving with an examples, right? So you just go through each and everything. And tomorrow we are going to discuss more about it. And an IP address part. I mean, command prompt part. Okay. So any doubts from today's class?
I have a question, Usha, like regarding the ping thing, that
Yeah.
if we reach out to any customer service and we do the chatting with them, so
Yes.
that is also we can call pinging or ping
No, no.
while exchanging the messages.
I mean, see, it's not related to the command prompt. I mean, like you went to the, I mean, you walked into the customer service, or you are communicating through an internet.
Okay.
No, I'm just asking you your question, whether you walked in. No, ping is nothing but whether, see, if I want to check my remote control system, that means which is in my office, if I want to check whether that particular website is up and running or not, we'll be checking as ping. If it is connected to the internet, then only we can, for example, okay, Amazon.com. I'm going to ping Amazon.com. Let's check. So whether to check that particular Amazon.com is connected to an internet, it is up and running. Whether to check that particular thing, I'm going to ping. So it is working as expected, because there is no host unavailable or timed out, nothing like that, right? Say I got some reply, 264 milliseconds total. It has 4 packets, send 4, receive 4. That means whether to check this particular Amazon.com up and running, I'll be using a ping.
Okay.
So if I say to my IT guy that I'm unable to access internet to this particular system, which is in my office, then what he'll be asking is, he'll ask an IP address. What he'll be doing the same thing. He'll be checking ping, and whatever the IP address I gave him, he'll just type that IP address 162.something.52.3.0, and he'll check. Because he don't confirm directly. If I say that it's not working, he may not confirm that. See, this is a request timed out. That means I don't know whether this is a dummy address I gave. So this is how the IT person, guys, if that particular IT person can receive this, then he'll come back to me stating, once you just restart your system, because it is working. But maybe I don't know how to use it. So that is how he actually works. So ping is nothing but just to know whether that particular server, IP address or anything is up and running or not.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we'll be using this ping. Most of the IT people will be using. But it's good to know what is a ping. Then we'll be pinging. You can check any website. If there is no website, like any website, For example, any I'll be giving and dot. I'm not sure whether this website exists or not. Request and dot. So there is no such thing. So like this, there'll be, if I ask this, if I give my IT person this stupid random IP address, he'll be checking. Then he'll be digging it more. First, the IT person, what he'll be doing is he'll just check whether that particular IP address which I have provided has an internet connection or not. If that particular has an internet connection, then only you can receive this thing. If there is no internet connection, then you can't receive this data also. It may say like this request time dot or unreachable or something. So that is the main usage of the ping. I mean, these are the basic commands we need to learn. Trust me, I never used ping to some server, but it's good to learn. That is what I told you. In the 3 minutes of IP address video, I learned a lot because I never heard about NAT NAT, trust me. So this is actually good. Let me tell you in a good way, if you want to communicate, like definitely you'll be revising this, right? If you are having a really close friends who are good at internet or who are working already, you just ask him what is a NAT. You know what is a NAT, what is an IP address, what is the difference between it. You just, if you keep on asking someone the questions, then you'll be explaining, right? Definitely the other person may not know that much. So then you will explain, this is what, then trust me, you will remember more. If I see the YouTube video is different experience. If I explaining to you, that's a different experience. Then I'm confident about it. Exactly. Then I'll be more confident about it. Seeing a YouTube video is a complete difference in it. I'm just learning, but I'm not sure 100% whether I remember everything or something. But here tomorrow I need to explain you guys. That means I'll be doing some homework, right? So that is how actually it works. So like that, you need to keep on practicing, and if you can share to other people also. Knowledge sharing is very, very important.
That's a very good suggestion. We'll try to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really helpful. And trust me, guys, I mean, it's not me in my organization, like freshers will be there, right? As okay, once upon a time, I'm a fresher. So then what I'll be doing is whatever I learned, sorry, it's not me, I'm just giving you an example. I'm not that kind. So I'm a fresher, I'm new to organization, and they have assigned me some tasks. For example, what is an IP address? I learned everything. Okay, I learned everything and I make a notes. And whenever the management is asking me what is an IP address, I'll be giving the quick answer. Or else you take example of a college. If they have given some homework, the next day you need to read this particular thing. I'll be reading. When my friend asks, did you read? I'll be definitely saying no. No, I don't have an idea about it. But an exam, I'll be finishing the 32 pages. So that should not work in an IT organization. We should never ever do that. Whatever you're having in your mind, you please share to your colleagues. That doesn't only help him, it helps you a lot, trust me. Because you'll be having your own pay scale and she will be having her own pay scale. Don't compare the pay scales and anything. The more you learn, try to share more. Then only you'll, even if you are sharing something, she may ask you a different question, a new question, which you don't know. Then you can browse it. What is that particular thing? So that is how an IT works. So whatever you're learning, you just try to share as many people as possible. Because in that you can improve a lot. It's not she improves a lot. We can improve a lot with the help of it. So that is one suggestion which I experienced in my job. So any more questions, guys? So, okay. Can you tell me if I want to check more than an IP address, what is the command I need to use? Like if I want to check Ipv4 and as well as an Ipv6. So
ipconfig. Ipconfig.
Okay.
ipconfig all.
Yeah. And command is very important. It's not just ipconfig all. Ipconfig
/ all for all.
And okay, ipconfig means you can see subnet and your configuration. So this, so ipconfig. And okay, do you know how to create a folder from command prompt? I mean, Okay, let me explain you. See here, I have a C drive and an E drive. So these are many different folders. If I want to create a new folder, I can directly go to here and click on new folder and then create a folder. But I don't want like this. I don't want to use my Explorer. I just want to use my command prompt. So any idea how to create a folder from command prompt?
Okay. Create folder.
That much easy command. My command prompt is not that smart. Create folder means what it will do. I mean, I did not say in which drive I want to save or what is nothing. Create folder means no, my system don't understand that. It's not that smartphone. It's not a Siri. So okay, don't worry about it. Tomorrow we are going to discuss about the party. So how to create it, and what are the basic commands we'll be using and everything. So today class, do you have any doubts? So are we good? And I hope it's already 11:30 for many guys. It's okay, I can understand. So I think it's a no. So all are clear today's class because tomorrow I'll be asking the questions. So that's good. I'll be sharing you the components. Yes.
Yeah. How to access this page? It's a components table, sir.
I'll share you the URL in WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be sharing it. You just go through the components and everything. Yeah.
Usha, how we make a folder from command prompt? Did you tell us?
No, I did not say tomorrow's class. I just asked you whether you guys know. It's a tomorrow class. I'm just recapping. If you want to do some research, you can do good also. It's not a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and this is the list of components. You just go to each and everything. You don't need to keep it in your brains, trust me, because we don't use many things, but you should know what is a layout, what is a demo, what is an overview, what is a data. Just to, if you are opening with an examples, then you will be having in your eyes, trust me, going through the notes is a different thing. I mean, reading a book is an entire different story and watching the movie is an entire different story, right? So that is how. I'm not a book lover, so I'm sorry if I say something. So this is nothing but a data grid. This is how you see a grid. See, trust me, if I read something, it's too difficult for me. And when I watch the same book in the TV, I'll be having end to end in my brain. So movie is my first attractive thing. For few people, book will be the first attractive. So like that, you don't know what is a radio button. So you just go to an example. Then at least by seeing this example, you'll be remembering. Okay, this is a radio button. So like that, just to remember the UI, I'm just sharing this components list. So I'll be sharing you after this class. You just go through this, what are everything. So tomorrow I'll be asking you only the important ones, not the everything, because many I don't know, even I don't know. So it's okay. What is useful in our day-to-day life? I'll be asking you a few questions from that. So you just tell me. That's it. So thank you guys. Thank you all.
Thank you, Usha.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice day. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Usha.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye
Usha.
bye.
Bye.
Bye.